Leslie, I think from the last time we spoke, it feels in a sense is like you've developed some really tough skin compared to the last time we spoke. You must, I think you had tough skin before. You just have to represent it a whole lot stronger now.
Right.
And you told me you matured in some areas, especially beginning in the music. Give me one thing, and this could be off left field, but something the music industry has shown you. It could be positive, it could be, well, let's go with the positive. Tell me something you've learned positively from the music biz that you could apply to your life, I guess, in general. That would be something simple.
Okay, this is something good. I can give you the love-hate aspect that my colleague Ray King always says. The love-hate of that, so I'll give you both in that one answer, is one thing I learned in the music industry that is very important that I learned, and it really grew on my character, it grew on me, and it makes me think sometimes like, man, oh my God, like I really just learned this. One thing is about the music industry is that when you feel like you're like, man, I got this opportunity I haven't made, like things are gonna be so much easier now. You don't notice until you're in the process that no one will do for you what you won't do for yourself. So no matter how good of a deal you have or how much of a great opportunity you have to work hard for it. And it's the same thing in any aspect in life. Like if you have a passion, if you have, you know, all the odds are against you or they're for you, even when they're for you, you still have to work twice, 3 times, quadruple times as hard to get what you want in life. And then that's a good thing that I learned because it made me more responsible for my purpose. It made me understand that I have to take, you know, if my purpose is really important for me and what I'm gonna do in this world for God is really important to me, then I have to take responsibility for it. So for me, that was like, wow, it put things into a whole nother perspective. And then it was a bad thing at the same time because, well, initially it was because it was in the situations where I learned that and where I felt deceived and I felt hurt. I felt like, man, like when you think everything is all set and you've worked long enough, nope. You still gotta go harder and you gotta really grab what you want with your own hands. So I could say that for what the music industry has taught me.
Worship is something that you made apparent early on when we first met, that it was something deep to your lifestyle. It's something not just that you listen to, like just normally listen to music. The good thing is that, praise God, because I get the fact to hear you sing a worship song. It was going to happen at a conference last year sometime, but God knows what He did.
Yes.
I get to hear it now, which is great.
Man.
Why pick a song like Surrender from Jesus Culture? What is that song? Is that something intimate to you that you enjoy?
Yeah.
You just like Jesus Culture? Kim Walker? What inspired you to pick that? Because I
all of that.
I remember I asked you, and I was like, wow. The exciting part was to figure out, okay, what song is she gonna pick?
Is she gonna pick? Like,
yeah.
Is she gonna go all the way gospel with it? Is she gonna go, you know, Hillsong with it?
Why that record out of all the records?
That record out of all the songs ever in life has been the most influential to me and the most meaningful to me out of all the worship songs that I've ever heard. And I don't know exactly why, but it always seems to show up like in my hardest moments. The lyrics are just perfect for when you're going through a tough time, but even when things are going good, it just comes up in my shuffle on my phone, or I'm in a worship session in my room, you know, or in the hotel room, or in the bathroom, you know, in the shower, and it comes up. I'm like, man, this song, it just says everything. You know, there is no love like the love you pour on me. There is no love like the love He pours on me. Like that, it's so meaningful to me. So that's one of my favorite worship songs ever, because it just embodies, you know, everything in my life.
This is the last question of the night, and I thought hard about this, and I thought it'd be something really powerful. It's a two-way question. The first part of the question is, tell me something that your mother has instilled in you that you still remember to this day. When you find the hardest moment that you may be struggling, I know that even in my personal life, my mother, I'm able to retract the things she maybe said or things I remember or sayings. We're Dominican, so hay cosas que uno siempre se recuerda. Sí. That's the first part. So I want you to tell me something that you remember always, constantly, regardless of what situation you're going through, that you always recall your mom telling you, or you could just hear it in your ear, like it's happening. And then tell me best words that describe your father.
Ooh, that's good, man. Ooh, that is so good. Because those two things mean so much to me.
Exactly.
You know, and I think in a lot of people's lives, that, you know, that means so much to them. Like, words that your mother says, advice that your mother gives you is always something that you hold on to. And then your character of your father marks you for the rest of your life. So my mom, something that she's always said, she's always told me this one thing that I hear in my ear when I feel like, man, I can't do this. She's always told me, lo que es tuyo nadie te lo va a quitar, no, nadie te lo puede quitar. Lo que está para ti, nadie te lo quita. So for me, in the moments where I face things that are like too big for me and that are scary, I'm like, man, if God has that in front of me, that means that I have to grow to conquer it. So then her voice comes in. She's like, yeah, eso está para ti, nadie te lo va a quitar. And then it's over, you know, like what's for you is gonna be yours. And then you said 3 words that
no, you can pick. I guess words that
describe my dad's character that really have marked me. Is he's very disciplined, and for me, growing up and seeing how disciplined he is about lots of things has set an example and a standard for me and how I do things. So that has been awesome. And also, I always had this thing about organization that I'm not really good at it. And now in my life, it's really starting to set in like, man, you really need to get organized in order to, you know, do lots of the things that you have to attend to in life. So he has been that one person that's just like, you know, Jesus likes organization. So you better get it moving, you know? So for me, those have been the 2 things. And one more thing is that no matter what, he's always provided whichever way he can and with whatever he has for my family. And I always strive to do that. When I can't provide in one way, I give whatever I have to make it work. And so I've learned that from him. And those things have marked me in my life about my parents. So that was a good question.
Leslie, Mija, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your heart, the time you take to even. I know you got a crazy schedule.
Nah, man, but I told you the last time. I said I will make time.
I remember.
Just to vent with you, man.
You said that.
You get it out of me.
You were honest. I'm excited for what God is doing and how you've developed just character and being mature and what God has called you to do. And you're clear on what it is you want to do, regardless if people may not understand or will they ever understand.
Right.
But it's great to hear just minutes of you, man, what you're doing. And I just thank God for your life. Keep doing what you're doing regardless of, because you're going to places other people can't. And regardless if people understand it or not, you have a purpose. And you're going to do what you're going to do. So, Mija, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Bleezy. Oh, you know I'm going to say it. That was me and Jay Bleezy. Taking it easy.
I knew it was coming. Yo, Mija, thank you so much. And we'll be talking soon.